What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 6 of For the Love of the Game, a series where I attempt to take Queen's Park, the all amateur side, from the lowest division of Scottish football all the way up to the top division. We are currently in the middle of our second season, about a third of the way through, and Queen's Park are sitting in 7th place, 17 points through 12 matches. But if you take a look at the league table, everybody's all bunched together. There's no one team that's running away with it, and there's no team dropping so far back that they will stay in the relegation area. From first to last, everybody is within 9 points of the leader. And Albion Rovers being the leader, we will be taking them on in this episode, as well as Stenhouse Muir. So we are still within striking distance of the promotion playoffs, as well as the champions. So, I'd like to try and be within the top four at the end of the season, of course, just to get back into the promotion playoff zone. But we'll just have to wait and see. As with this all amateur side, players have been asking for their release because I have not been giving them much playing time. I have a set 11, and I really don't like to switch that up all that much. I do switch in couple players here and there, but with the 11 that I have, it's done okay for me so far. Taking a look at some of the transfers that we have brought in, we've only brought in two people. Mike McMullen was a loan in from Partick Thistle, but he didn't factor much into the squad, so I just got rid of him. We brought back in Graham Forsyth. We loaned him in last season. Then he was, I believe he was released by Aloha. He was released, and then we decided to pick him up because we needed somebody out on the left alongside Horribine whenever he got injured or tired. So I thought he did fairly well for us last season, and I wanted to bring him back, and so he's on our team now. Always been the pacey guy, like I said, 13 acceleration, 13 pace. He can definitely help us out on the wing. And then coming in on the right side is a youngster by the name of Josh Watt, 22 years old. Not as pacey, but he's definitely someone that can bring it up the wing and cross it in whenever we want to. So someone I want to use him more as a dummy because he's not going to be scoring many goals. He's already scored 2 for us this season, but I want him to be more of a feeder into the middle. So those are the only 2 that we've really brought in. A lot of people have gone out within the last couple of months, like David Cohen, who we brought in, didn't do much. Scott Gibson, Connor McVeigh, Connor Murray. Nobody really of consequence that really would have done much for the squad. So getting rid of them was in the best interest of us because I didn't want them to constantly yell and bicker that they weren't getting enough playing time because they weren't doing much for us. All right, so getting to the schedule, we started off strong. Within our first 5 matches, we did not lose a single one of them. But that all changed once we took on Airdrie and lost 5-0 away from home. We actually had a chance at a penalty, which Josh Watt missed, but this was the start of our recent collapse, I guess you can say. We then defeated Annan 2-0, but it all went south from there. We lost in the Scottish Cup to a lower division league, the Highlands League Highland League team, Clachnacudden, and we lost to him 4-1. Basically, it was a one-man show. This Ross Urquhart guy picking up a double brace. And, knocked us out of the Scottish Cup, which I thought we would have gotten to the 3rd round this time, but it just was not to be. But then after that, we've only won 1 match in our next 5, and that was a 3-2 win away at Berwick. Wharton, Josh Watt, and Dwayne Coltrus all picking up goals, whereas on the Berwick side, one of their players picking up a brace. We're completely outplayed in this match, out everything in this match except for possession. So we were really lucky to pull away with all 3 points here. But against Clyde, definitely should have picked up points there since Clyde are not all that strong. Lost to him 3-0. Against East Stirlingshire, lost 3-1 away from home. Another team we should have picked up points. It's just a whole a whole mess of we should have gotten goals here, we should have picked up points here, and it just was not to be. And well, it is still early in the season. We can turn it around, but just coming off the back of that Scottish Cup match, that's humiliating loss to a lower league side, we haven't really recovered. And I'm looking to turn that around against Albion Rovers and Stenhouse Muir today. As you can see, in our last 5 matches against Albion Rovers, we've won all 5 times. So I'm looking to take that run of form today to try and break this funk that we're in, break out of this funk. So let's kick on with the matches then, I guess, as we're going to be taking on Albion Rovers away from home. They're going to line up with a 4-5-1 formation, and I've been chopping and changing. I needed something more defensive, so I played around with my formations, and this is what I came up with. It looks like it's a 5-4-1, a modified 5-4-1, with 2 at the back, 2 wing backs, a defensive mid, 2 in the middle, then 2 attacking wingers, and 1 striker up front. Yeah, I know it's a little unconventional, but it worked well for us early in the season, and I guess chopping and changing some of the players as well as some of the instructions is what led us to that 1 win in 5 recently. So I went back to what I started with originally after the first episode, and this is what I have. We're going to have Chris McCluskey in net. Our 2 center defenders will be McNulty and Wharton. Our 2 wingbacks will be Gilmore and Biggert, McCall being the defensive mid. Our 2 center mids, Coltrus and McBride. The attacking wingers will be Horribine and Watt, and sitting up front, our leading goal scorer this season, Jordan Garden. He has been injured a couple of times. I don't think that would have done much against Airdrie, definitely not. But, now that he's back fully fit, hopefully let's start kicking in the goals, and let's get all 3 points here. So let's kick off and see what happens. Alright, here we go, kicking off. Albion Rovers will be in orange and red, and of course Queen's Park will be in the black and white hoops. Now, this is, like I said, it's supposed to be a more defensive type of formation, so there may not be a lot of action going on, but here in the 26th minute, we do have the ball deep in our area with a throw-in. Trying to play up the wing, but like an errant pass through the middle is turned over, and Albion Rovers now have it on the offensive. As they're trying to crack the defense that we have. There's a lot of players through the middle. Deep ball throw in. Oh, and that's a penalty. McNulty giving up a penalty right there. Come on, boys. You're doing so well up until that. Steps up. Ooh, off the crossbar and in. And Albion Rovers are up 1-0. Come on, boys. No. Encourage them. This is a formation that's supposed to take the offense off of the opponents, basically taking them away from the wings and moving it towards the center. Unfortunately, that did not work right there. We do get a throw in late in the first half. Throwing in. Oh, the keeper's down. We can take the shot. Oh, back. So right there, we just had a glorious opportunity that we just wasted. Keeper down on the ground, and just shot directly into a defender instead of at the net. So, yeah, not good. Show me something else in the second half. Could have equalized late, but bad decision on that shot attempt. It's definitely hurt us. Oh, long ball forward to Garden. He takes a shot, but it's wide, just wide of the post. It's going to come back and hurt us. Corner just goes begging for Albion Rovers. Tell them all to push forward. We have a deep throw-in for Albion Rovers, who's taking several shots and pinballing around. The ball goes into the back of the net, and Albion Rovers now up 2-0. And things are not looking good for us. One of their players is off injured now. I'm going to bring on Ross McPherson for Gordon up front. He's not been playing well. And in the middle, we're going to bring on... No, we're going to move Martin McBride down. Wait, hold up. What am I doing? We're going to move Horribine down, and we're going to bring on Ciaran McElroy for the attacking left. And we're going to make those two changes, and we'll see if that does anything for us. A lot of time left on the clock, about 22 minutes left to play. But Albion Rovers now with another attacking chance. Good tackle ball for Wharton. Long ball forward to McPherson. McPherson coming up the left, but he is all alone, and we get ourselves a penalty now. Bad tackle on the edge of the box, and McBride stepping up for us. He's not our top penalty kick taker, but it doesn't matter. He slots it home, and that makes it 2-1 with just 20 minutes left in this match. Let's keep going, boys. Keep pushing forward. Push forward. I'm probably going to bring on... I'm going to have to bring on someone new, since we have some tired legs out there, especially on defense. So we're going to bring on Andy McLean for Wharton, since he has not been playing particularly well either. And now with 13 minutes left, let's see if we can get an equalizer. Oh, Jesus. And my striker goes off as I make all three of my subs, so I can't do anything. Beautiful. So there goes our attacking chances, and with 4 minutes of stoppage time on the clock, that's all that's left. Albion Rovers are now coming forward to make one more push. And it's just a comedy of errors as McNulty just lets the ball slip through his legs for an own goal. And that's how it's going to end. Albion Rovers 3-1 full-time, as nothing we did went particularly right. Not happy. I'm especially not happy that back-to-back Ross McPherson gets injured and McNulty gives up an own goal through his own legs, and that just drops us down. What about Ross McPherson? Is he off or no? He's just off for the end of that match. Just killing our momentum. Alright, so we'll be back in a couple of days for Stenhouse Muir. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back for the second match of the day, and we're going to be at home versus Stenhouse Muir. Stenhouse Muir being in 5th place right now with 20 points. And, yeah, they're going to come out with a 4-4-1-1 formation. I need something. I need offense. Clearly that tactic that I did use last time just continued our bad run of form. So I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation right here. We're going to have Derek Sodar in net today, not McCluskey. And our flatback four will be Harry Stewart, Buaji, Andy McLean, and Sam Biggert. Our two center mids will be James Beatty and Craig McCall. Our three attacking mids, Josh Watts, Dean Horribine, and Ciaran McElroy. And sitting up front, hopefully we'll have a better outing this time in Jordan Garden. Let's kick off and see if we can get 3 points from this match, and hopefully our run of bad form will stop. Alright, the team talks have finished, and hopefully said something well to them that they can actually kick on and actually get us goals. So we kick off, and so far not a lot of action. Just encourage the boys after 20 minutes. We get a goal kick. Suter boots it deep. Can we keep possession? We do. Watts coming up the right. Can't find anybody. Stewart, long ball forward. Once again, can't find anybody, but we do keep the ball. Horribine up the left. Come on, get the ball back. They continue to play it up the wing. Can we get possession back? They throw the ball over the top. Higgins. Ooh, good save by Suter there. And one of my players goes off injured. Ciaran McElroy out on the left. Alright, so we're going to bring on Graham Forsyth then. Don't like all these injuries. I really don't. And then Jordan Garden picks up a knock. And Harry Stewart picks up an injury. What is going on here? Ross Gilmore's going to come on for him. Logical substitution right there. Not good play from anybody right now. 3 minutes of stoppage time, and as a very boring first half. No highlights, no nothing. I'm far from pleased. You need to pick up the pace, boys. You need to get a goal. You need something. And I don't want to sub out Jordan Garden because, well, what if Stenhousemuir take it to us once again? We get a throw-in, though. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty right on the edge of the box. McCall goes down and concedes a penalty. We have Jordan Garden, who is our main penalty taker, stepping up for it. Can he slot it home? He does. It bounces off the keeper and it goes in the net. Jordan Garden, with the penalty, puts Queen's Park up 1-0 after 54 minutes. And that was only our second shot on net. Not a lot of good things have happened for us today. Not a lot of good things have happened in general today. Oh, off the post. Oh, Jesus. And that was, well, shit, that was within 2 minutes that they came back and scored on us. So, yeah, credit to them. But our defense just absolutely lackluster. And now here they come again. Our defense just in shambles right now, all over the place. And Stenhousemuir make it 2 just 3 minutes later. Everything is just gone haywire now. There's nothing we can do is going right. Make one more sub. I don't know. I don't even know who I should bring on at this point. The logical choice is Jordan Garden. Take him off. But then everybody that's been playing in the back has just been absolutely horrible. We need offense, though, so I'm going to bring on Adarabioyo in for Jordan Garden. We do get a throw-in. See if we can turn something from this. Macau to Watts, who's trying to play it through the center, but it gets dispossessed. And now Stenhousemuir. Oh, we dispossessed them right back. A lot of play building up through the middle. We go out to the right. Gilmore to Watts. It's just been a lot of passing, trying to find lanes, trying to find people. Stenhousemuir with excellent defense today. Gilmore. Get a cross in, boys. Gilmore gets one in. Oh, and it bounces off of Garden, and it's 2-2. Jordan Garden tying this match up, and now he comes off for the fear of injury with Adarabioyo now on. This may prove to be a mistake, but we shall see. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes of stoppage time in, and they've come and gone. And this match is going to end in a draw, 2-2. That was not the result I wanted, but after everything that happened, I'll gladly take it. Far from pleased with what I saw from this team, well, because you need to come back. It was quite an uneventful match throughout. The goals aside, it was just, look at that, 8 shots to 4. They just doubled us everywhere except for possession. So we pop back up into 7th place. But just looking at everything, this is gonna be bad. Okay, here are the injuries. Ciaran McElroy, 2-3 months, not good. Jordan Garden out for 2 weeks with a stub toe, so I could deal with that. Squad unhappy with club situation. Why? Well, because you're in 7th place and you guys can't perform. That's the only thing I can see about it. All right, so let's table that for now, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back near the end of the season, probably Airdrie and Anand right at the end of the transfer window, because a lot of the League 2 teams are going to be scrambling to get players. So we'll come back for there. Airdrie and Anand, and then after that will be end of the season roundup. So until next time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.